Hi guys, Dr. Doug Graham here, author of the 80-10-10 diet, and I just want to clear up a little misconception some people have about my position on juicing and juices in general, their health value, are they good, bad, stuff like that. I'm not anti-juices, I'm in favor of whole foods. To me, I grew up understanding that whole foods were the most nutritious for us in the sense that they carry the closest match to our nutrient needs in their nutrient makeup. High levels of nutrition is not about getting more, but about getting the right fit. So you don't need so much vitamin A that it's toxic to you, or so little of something that it's not enough. But we need our nutrition to come in packages where the nutrient content closely mimics our nutrient needs. I took a lot of nutrition going through school, and every nutrition book said the same exact thing, that fiber is an important nutrient. Fiber is super valuable to us, and if we don't have sufficient fiber, well, then we tend to get constipated. In the same way, we know how important fiber is because there's so many cereals and breakfast treats and other dishes that are sold to us with added fiber. You can go to a health food store and buy fiber on its own because we need more fiber in our diet. And so the idea of removing the fiber from the diet, from a meal or a day or however long, to me seems a little bit anti-optimum nutrition. Now, is it, I'm not coming out and saying it's bad. I just want to say, in my opinion, that whole foods are best, and that anything else can't, by definition, be best or better than best. So if somebody tries to convince me that juices are better than whole food, I have a hard time with that because the fiber is removed. It's not a whole food. It's got things missing, whatever was attached and within the fiber, and we need fiber. So sure, still you get everything else. And people say, well, you get more of everything else. Well, yeah, but more isn't really what we need. We need our nutrients in the packages that nature put them together for us so that we could get the nutrient components in the right ratios and in the right values that most closely mimic our needs. I'm not looking for more. I'm not looking to concentrate the nutrients. I understand if you're on a standard Western diet, or if you're on a keto diet where you don't get any vitamin C, or you're on some diet that isn't the optimal diet of whole, fresh, ripe, raw, organic fruits and vegetables, that you might want to try to get more out of certain parts of your food in order to make up for the fact that you're getting less in other parts of your food. But in both of those foods, the likelihood is that you're not getting enough fiber. So to remove even more fiber doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I can give you a lot of reasons why I'm not a proponent of juicing, why I don't say, juices, they're the best. Okay, I don't. I think whole foods, they're the best. But we understand that it's an easy delivery system for fruits and vegetables. It's a nice way to get most of your nutrients, but you're still missing out on the fiber. It's also a great delivery system in terms of if you need some fiber for some dish, maybe you want to make cookies, or you're looking to make a burger, or you want to make a thick sauce and you need fiber to add to the thick sauce, that removing the fiber from some vegetables or fruits and then putting that fiber into some other dish so that you're still eating whole foods, but you're consuming two different values, right? You get the clarified juice, and then you get the extra fiber, say, in your salad dressing. And this is certainly an acceptable way to do it. Again, I'm not saying juices are bad. They're obviously not bad for us. People feel better when they eat juices, and the reason they feel better when they eat juices is because they're eating fruits and vegetables as opposed to anything else. And even when we eat fruits and vegetables, we feel better. That's the whole point. In every way that you improve your diet, in every way that you improve your lifestyle, you will always benefit with health results. You'll feel better. So sure, anytime you change, you can't juice pizza, so instead you juice fruits and vegetables and you get as much of the benefit as you possibly can, minus the benefit of the fiber and essential nutrient. The digestion is the same either way. We don't digest fiber. We have to still digest all the other things that are in the juices, just as those things were in the whole food. So I don't really see a digestive difference. That's not part of the package. What's an interesting thing though is in 10 or 20 or 30 years of eating, you might eat 1,000 meals a year for 30 years, 30,000 meals, and then somebody interests you in the health thing, and they say, oh, go on a juice diet for 7 days or 14 days or 3. And I'm thinking to myself, how come nobody ever counts the days of how many days they've been eating fruits and vegetables, or how many days they've been eating whole foods, or how many days they've been eating food? But while you're on juices, we always count the days. It's kind of like you're doing a penance. It's sort of like you're in prison and you're counting the days, and you go, oh, I did 14 days on juices. Then I went back to food. Well, it's an extreme in both directions, right? Like you went on juices to make up for the fact that your food wasn't that good, and then you couldn't really stay on juices for all that. Nobody lives on juices, or if somebody does, maybe there is somebody, but for most of us, we don't live on juices. We do a few days, a few weeks of juices. We get off of that. We consider it a cleanse maybe, or a flush, because we're flushing and cleansing from the other diet that required cleansing and flushing from. How about if we just eat whole, fresh, ripe, organic fruits and vegetables? We don't need to do any cleansing. We don't need to do any flushing. We don't need to pay any penance. We don't need to make up for anything that's lacking in our diet. And then if you want to include a juice here and there because you like that delivery, you like that portion at a meal, you want to have it, you want to have that before something and then have the fiber in a later part of the same meal, that works just fine. It's not that you can't have them or that they're bad, but they're not better than whole foods. This is Dr. Doug Graham wishing you a happy and healthy new year. And I remind everybody to up your health.